The prospect of a third-place finish for Dundee United is highly unlikely, but it would already be impossible had Hearts not lost their winning habit. At Kilmarnock yesterday, they were just one more draw away from equalling the SPL record of 5 in a row. Hearts fans would have reckoned you were having a laugh last weekend if you'd suggested a 3-0 lead against Motherwell at Tynecastle wouldn't be enough for a win. Back though came the Scottish Cup finalists with 3 goals of their own. After draws with Hibs, Motherwell and Inverness, this was another one for Hearts. They faced a Kilmarnock team without injured Ryan O'Leary, although Momo Sissoko had recovered to take his place. Gary Hay and William Gross dropped to the bench, and in came David Silva and Willie Aubameyang. Hearts were without injured player Suso, replaced by David Templeton, and Andy Webster. Marius Zaliukas was back after suspension. At Rugby Park, Alistair Lamont.
Long throw from Craig Thompson, picked up by Stephen Elliott. Support comes from Thompson once more, cut out by Pascali. Ian Black with a strike. And a very good save from Cammy Bell. A powerful hit, this one, from the Hearts midfielder. Craig Levein might be keeping an eye on Cammy Bell, among others, this afternoon. Here's Eremenko with the free kick for Kilmarnock. What a save that is by Jimmy McDonald. That was bound for the top corner until McDonald's intervention. Eremenko coming deep. Kelly loses out though. Can Hearts take advantage? Falls for Templeton. That's not far wide from the young winger. You got a break of the ball there. Jim Jeffries perhaps looking for more in the second half, but it's Kilmarnock on the attack, and it's Pascali denied by another good save from Jimmy McDonald. He hasn't had a lot to do, but what he has, he's done well. Silva at the back post, nice touch. Eremenko. Silva once more, and Eremenko again. It's a clever ball. Eremenko goes for the return, then throws himself to the ground. Well, that's a poor end to a promising move. And Eremenko correctly booked by Ewan Norris. Well, it was so good up until this point. Come on, caretaker manager Kenny Shields looking for his first win, which might help him get the job permanently. Rovic put under plenty pressure, and Eremenko picks up. Aubameyang can't get it through to Eremenko, but he's won it back for Kelly. James Fowler lines it up. The breakthrough comes, and it goes Kilmarnock's way, and it's a first goal of the season for James Fowler. Takes a deflection off Rudy Scatchell, but it was a wonderful hit from Fowler. No chance for McDonald on that occasion. Hearts looking for a response. Ian Black. That's Templeton, he's switched wings. Cross takes a deflection. Well, that's foxed Cammy Bell, and Rudy Scatchell follows up to knock in the equaliser. Well, Templeton's cross took a wicked deflection. Bell was completely caught out, and Scatchell was first to react. Well, it's Hearts in the ascendancy now. Kilmarnock perhaps guilty of taking their foot off the gas, and Ian Black should have done better. Hearts will feel they ought to have been in front there. Again, Hearts pressing. Stevenson's cross cut out by Pascali. And the visitors' pressure is mounting. Craig Thompson to deliver. In swinger, into the net from Ryan Stevenson. And Hearts are in front now. Well, it's been coming, in fairness. Cammy Bell rooted to his line. Pascali closest to it, but couldn't prevent the goal. That's James Dayton on as a substitute. Falls for Eremenko, that's delightful. Kieran Agard on the spin, what an equaliser that is! And a celebration to match. The young man on loan from Everton. Well, Eremenko's flick was delightful, the finish sublime. And Kilmarnock draw level. And Kilmarnock now, perhaps they fancy all 3 points. There's James Dayton, can he clinch it for Kelly? Jamie McDonald stands up well. Dayton should have done better. A defence splitting pass, but Dayton just couldn't finish.
So that was 2-2, and Hearts had equalled Dunfermline's record, an SPL record of 5 straight draws. Let's look at the vital statistics. Draws with Hibs and Motherwell, and Inverness, Motherwell again, and Kilmarnock. 5 straight draws for Hearts. Did they lose their edge when they lost track of the Old Firm at the top of the league and were cruising in third? Was that when things started slipping?
Probably, Rob. I think they had a bad result at Celtic Park. I think they might have lost 4-0 there. Up until then, they were right in the mix, running Celtic and Rangers close. But I think they'll be disappointed over the last 2-3 months with the results. They've not lost a lot of games, but they've drawn an awful lot. And if you look at the game last week against Motherwell, they were 3-0 up at Tynecastle, and it's not often a team comes back and gets a draw here. So I think that'll be a disappointing thing. The good thing for Jim Jeffries is that they've not lost any of the games.
And again yesterday they got themselves into a winning position, having gone behind to this James Fowler goal, which I think was his first in about 5 or 6 years.
It becomes a bit of a habit that, you've got a lead and then you lose a goal and you draw another game. It can creep into your play. It's a good strike, but it takes a big deflection. But then, Hearts again through the Rudy Scatchell, who's been terrific for them. This is his 13th goal of the season. Yeah, and the first time he was here, I think he got 17 goals in his first season. So, coming back again, he's on 13 just now. So Ryan Stevenson made it 2-1, but Hearts couldn't hold on yet again. This is 4 minutes from time when Kieran Agard scores. Yeah, they'll be disappointed about the defending there, Hearts, but it's a fantastic finish. Great backheel for Eremenko, who's a top player. Yeah, well, let's have a look at what Alexei Eremenko does. And you get the good and the bad from him, don't you? He was a contender tonight for Player of the Year. That's a blatant dive, and that's a booking. Yeah, that's poor, that, Rob. There's no need for him to do that. Just go down and he's trying to cheat his opponent. But he does some special things, free kick. But that's a terrific save for Jamie McDonald. You're right when you said about the Player of the Year. Yeah, he's been one of the main players this season. The range of passing is fantastic, isn't it? He's two-footed, right and left. His range of passing is fantastic. He just plays in a position where he's difficult to pick up. Another great pass here. I think he'll probably get frustrated at times at the amount of passes that he plays that they're not getting finished. We talk about Hearts stuttering of late, but so have Kilmarnock, haven't they, since Mixu Patalainen left? Kenny Shields in caretaker charge, but he hasn't managed a win since Mixu left. I think that always happens when a successful manager leaves, then the caretaker comes in and they find it hard to get a result, and it's been the same since Mixu left.